welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. Today's Sunday morning Get Ready With Me is a good one. We are digging out some of my old favorites and using those today. I have been playing with new makeup after new makeup after new makeup, and I have forgotten to use some of my old favorites. So we're digging out some of those today. We are applying them and we are creating this look. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, then stick around. All right, so let's dig in. We are just doing a full face of some old favorites, stuff that I haven't brought out in a while that I thought would be fun to use. There has been so much new. So sometimes I forget about the stuff that I used to really love. So that's what we're doing today, a full face of old favorites. For a primer today, we're gonna start with the Auric Glow Lust. I have mine in shade Selenite. So I actually like to apply this with my fingers. I know, weird. I use a brush for everything, but for this, I actually prefer my fingers. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out. I'm gonna put my hair back and I just rub it in and apply. And I know when you first apply it, it shows up really light and it's like, it looks scary, but trust me, you just blend it in. And I think that that's the reason I like using my fingers, is I think you can blend it in more. And this just gives your skin a really, really nice glow. This is thicker than the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, but this is pretty much the same concept. So you can see how my skin just has a very, very, very light glow. Like if you know to look for it, you can see it. But I think if you're not looking for it, you may not even see it. Your skin might just look healthy. So I really, really like this product. I think it's a beautiful product. I really, really do. I'm not sure what shades are left. This was a new product from another content creator here on YouTube, Samantha Revendahl. And I'm not sure, it sold out really, really quick. So I'm not sure what's left, but if there are any shades in your shade range, I highly recommend this. Now for foundation, we are going to break out a foundation that I haven't used in a while. And I know I seem to always use the exact same foundations. So I thought let's switch it up and bring out one I haven't used in quite a while. And that is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. And I am wearing shade 4.5. Because I haven't used it in so long, I'm not exactly sure if the shade's gonna match, but hopefully it does. This is a beautiful, beautiful long wearing foundation and I love it. So I'm just gonna squeeze some out of my hand and apply it with my BK Beauty 101. I don't know what the secret to Tom Ford foundation is, but it's a thinner consistency than a lot of the foundations that I own. But the coverage is so much better than a lot of other foundations the same consistency, or even foundations that are thicker. And I think that's the reason I like this foundation so much, or even the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, is that it's on the thinner side. So my face doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't look like I've got a ton of makeup on, but I'm still getting the coverage that I desire. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I explain things and then I'm like, not sure that it really actually makes sense. So this shade might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm telling you guys, I have not been in the sun, and when I do go outside, I've been wearing my SPF, so I am paler than I have ever been. that will not last long. We are going to a water park next weekend. For concealer, I'm going to use the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Concealer. It has been a while since I used this one also. I purchased some new concealers, but then I also have been trying to use up some of the ones that I have open. So I feel like I haven't been touching some of the other concealers that I have. So this is a really, really nice concealer. It's on the thinner side. But I do still feel like it gives you enough coverage, especially if I'm wearing it over a more fuller coverage foundation. But look at that. I mean, it just blends right in. It's such a pretty concealer. Can concealers even be pretty? I don't know. It looks very, very nice, very natural on the skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I am in shade, for reference, 300 Medium Fair. And I do think that this is a perfect shade match for me. For powder, I'm going to use the Chanel Loose Powder. This is just one of those holy grail products that I feel if you are a luxury makeup lover, you have in your collection, and if you don't, you should. I think it just works really, really nicely on a lot of different skin types, skin tones. They do have multiple shades, so this isn't like one of those shades where they say it's universal. They only have one shade and it's going to work on everybody. They have multiple shades. Really have to get my neck because that foundation was just a slight bit too dark. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Tom Ford Emotion Proof Eye Primer. I actually have been using this quite a bit, I think almost every single day I've been wearing this eye primer. So that says a lot, because there for a while I was only using the Chanel Skintalins, and I like this. I really like it. I am going to go back to one of my original loves for bronzer, and that is the Gucci. It has been a really long time since I've brought up the Gucci bronzer. I just have been getting so many bronzers, so many blushes that I haven't used the Gucci in a while, and it's really a good bronzer. So this is shade number 3. I will say that the scent is still there, but I love it. I love the scent. I really, really do. It smells so good. And after I applied this, I'm like, why did I ever stop using it? It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. But again, I just keep adding to my collection, and I forget to go back to some of my originals. For highlight, I'm going to use the Meteorites Pearl Dust palette, and this is what it looks like. This is an absolutely beautiful highlight. I really, really like it. And I just swirl my brush and pick up all 3 shades. I love it. I love that glow. I love it so much. I also think it has a really beautiful smell. It's super, super fragrant, and I happen to really, really like it. But I know that not everyone is going to. I just really happen to love it. So for blush today, we're going to go in with Tom Ford Ravish. This is one of my favorite blushes ever. I just loved it. And I swear 2021 has been the year of blush. Because I feel like that and bronzers is all I've bought. but this is a beautiful, beautiful blush. And Tom Ford has new blushes coming out, and you know that I'm getting them. I don't care that I've bought 50 blushes already this year. He's coming out with new blushes, and I'm here for it. All right, that's Ravish. I love it so, so much. And this is the blush that I'm trying to hit pan on this year. I mean, you can still see the TF embossing, so clearly I'm not doing a very good job. For eyeshadow today, we are going to use Tom Ford. So this is the Mercurial palette, and this was my #1 eyeshadow palette of 2020. Like, I just loved it. And I just haven't been reaching for it lately for no particular reason at all. So I thought we would go ahead and play with this today and create a eye look. So I'm going to start with a rougher number 15. And what color do I want to do? I'm going to go in with this red shade. I'm just sticking it in the crease. I'm going to go in with a Sonia G Worker Pro, and I'm going to go into this light pink, kind of rosy shade, and I'm going to place that all along the eye, the like lower half of the eye. I'm going to take a Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm going to go into this dark shade, and I'm just going to place that in the outer corner. I'm going to take a BK Beauty 207, and I'm going to go into this highlight shade. I'm going to use this in the inner corner of my eye. This brush is, I swear, the best brush for that inner corner. It just places the highlight shade perfectly. I'm going to take a Bobbi Brown angled brush and go into that same highlight shade, but this time we are going up underneath the brow bone. I'm going to take a clean brush. This is the Blender Pro, and I'm just going to blend that outer corner up and over. And then I'll just kind of soften the look so that there's not any like harsh lines. I'm going to go back in with that Bobbi Brown angled brush to that highlight shade, and I'm just going into the middle of my eye. Just really, you put that highlight shade in the middle of your eye, and it just makes your eye pop. I'm going to go in back into that dark shade with my mini booster and just give a tad bit more definition to that outer corner. And I'm really just tapping the brush. I'm not even blending. I'm just kind of tapping in some additional product. All right, so I'm going to line my eyes, and I'm going to use the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen, which I know it's one of my favorites. I still use it every day, but I just love it that much. And so I'm going to use it again. And then for mascara, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes with the Chantecaille Faux Seal Longest Lash. And then we will be back to put on some lipstick. All right, we're back. So for lip liner, we're going to use the Chanel Nude Brune. This was a lip liner that I used nonstop. And then I started trying other brands, similar shades, but other brands, and I just haven't picked this up in a while. So let's use it. That is a beautiful lip liner. Love it. Love it. And for lipstick today, we are going to use Sicily. This is the Fito, where is it? The Fito Rouge in shade Beige Manhattan. And it is a beautiful nude. I love it. And then my Sicily lip gloss. You guys, I rearranged my vanity and my makeup area, so I took all my lipsticks away. And so I didn't have my Sicily number 2 Aurora sitting here in front of me, so I haven't used it in a very long time. So we're gonna use it today. Because it is fabulous. It makes every single look better. I don't care what I'm wearing. This lip gloss just makes it look better. I love it. Love it. Highly recommend. Highly. Highly. That completes our Sunday morning get ready with me using some of my old favorites that I haven't brought out in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know everyone wants to see the new, everyone wants to see the latest and the greatest, but sometimes I just feel like playing with the tried and true favorites that I've had for a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to bring back some of your favorites and remind you to go dig deep into your makeup bag and pull out some of your favorites. I would love to hear from you guys what some of your old favorites are that maybe you haven't used in a while, because there has been nothing but new makeup releases every single week. So I know we've kind of put some of this stuff on the back burner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving me a big thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.